Urban Meyer at The Ohio State University put out another statement today. I think that's his third statement. He put out one statement after it was pointed out that he may have lied at Big Ten Media Day when everything was going crazy at the end of July, early August. That led to him being put on administrative leave. He sent out a statement. And then while Zach Smith was commenting and there was all sorts of holy heck breaking loose in late August, he put out another statement. And now that he's back after being suspended, after he spoke to Tom Rinaldi on ESPN yesterday on SportsCenter, Urban Meyer put out yet another statement today. And as I pointed out on my Twitter feed today, and I'll say here, that it was another clarifying statement to clarify his previous statement, to try and clarify what he truly meant to say and needed more clarification despite his clarifying interview on ESPN with Tom Rinaldi. The latest from the head football coach at The Ohio State University. All that said, I thought all of this was out there, including the way that Ohio State did not hand out the report that they had compiled on what was going on at the school until after the press conference that was held to announce that Urban Meyer was suspended for the first 3 games of the season, that based on the way that they had orchestrated everything, it was intended to prevent Urban Meyer from being asked any more questions from a gaggle of reporters or a press conference, or if he was at a press conference, which he's going to have to be because he's the head coach of a team at Ohio State, that this was all set up for him to basically say, I've asked and answered everything, so we're moving on. To his and Ohio State's credit, he held a 57-minute press conference today in which he was asked anything. So like a Reddit, ask me anything. And here is the one soundbite that we have from that press conference today from Urban Meyer.
Spent 30-plus years in coaching. Never been perfect. Tried extremely hard. My love of players, my love of development of players, my love of team, my love of university has never been challenged. When I start to hear that, that's why I'm hoping something like this, where clarity, I wanted to go through everything. If I did not lie if you're talking about lying to the media, I did not lie to the media. I did not do a very good job. Now everybody has a decision to make and a choice to make. I was very clear about why I said what I said, and I apologize for that. If that destroys a guy's credibility, then I apologize that. Also, did I turn my back to domestic violence? Not one bit. I never would do that.
That said, he did call the allegations of domestic violence marriage problems between the two. And all that said, a chastened Urban Meyer has appeared. And the fact that he keeps sending out these statements shows that he feels conflicted still with the way that either his narrative is being told or the way that we're viewing the narrative, which means there's still something amiss here, including the fact that he said he never deleted anything off of his phone and that he doesn't even know how to do it, and yet messages from previous years were off of his phone. He said somebody else did it. And then the issue is he said that the texts that his wife received from Courtney Smith never got to him. And the thing that and then we'll put it to bed best we can and get ready to talk about this more, because I'll tell you what, seeing what we saw on the field, Ryan Day was terrific in 3 straight game days, and now Urban is going to come back. And one thing this guy can definitely do is coach and recruit, and this team is spectacular. And we will see this team, I believe, in January playing for the right to maybe play for it all. They're going to make the Final Four, I think, barring some upset. They look terrific, physical, fast, all over the map. So we're going to talk about this again. But I talk to my guys on game day morning, and I'll speak to anybody out there in my simulcast audience. And I ask this, then everybody lockstep is saying, I'm with you. If my wife found out one of you two guys, Brockman, Del Tufo, was beating up your significant other or wife and got a text from those people, from the woman that you were potentially doing wrong to, and Susie found out from one of you two people's abused partners, help, she would come to me within 2 seconds, not even, to say something's up on your set and you better do something about it or we're having a problem. And I looked to every single person, every single one would say, damn straight, that's my significant other. There's so much that does not compute here that we're all going to have to deal with and I want to root for this guy. He's a head coach of the Big Ten, one of the best programs in the United States of America. That we're going to be seeing it. It's going to be front and center. The sport is at stake here. Or at least it's credibility for a very important issue in our society. And it's just, there's a lot of circles that cannot be squared here as he returns to the field. But return he will.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.